Hey guys, Chastity Snowden here, and I am the owner and a coach also inside the FLA Movement Nutrition Coaching Company. I'm really excited to talk about this topic. We do these every single week. We go in and look at research, and we have a topic, and we put these videos on YouTube as well as in our Facebook group. And we do all kinds of stuff in our Facebook group. So if you're watching this, whether it's on YouTube or in the Facebook group, I encourage you to go to both places. So if you're in the YouTube group or you're in the YouTube or in the Facebook group, go to the opposite page and check it out, because there's so many more things we have on the YouTube page that we don't put in the Facebook group, and vice versa, where you can get so much more education. You can get to know the coaches better. You can just be a part of the community, and you can learn and continue to learn. So our subject today is, can eating too little, like putting yourself in a crazy deficit, can that cause problems with body composition? Because typically what we're trying to do is we all diet. We all put ourselves in a deficit of calories, meaning take calories away in order to change our body composition. However, does this cause problems? Because the entire world, for some reason, jumps from diet to diet to diet. Paleo, vegan, keto, intermittent fasting, whatever the diet is. Atkins. They jump from diet to diet to diet. And nobody ever understands, and nobody ever teaches you guys that you can't go from one deficit to another deficit and actually change your body composition. That's actually going to be detrimental to the goal that you have. So there is research on this. We've looked at specific research studies, and the one that I really am super excited about in the overview, I'm going to just tell you guys all about this. So what they tested was they examined the effects of eating a significant caloric deficit for 10 days in trained females. So a trained female would be just somebody that's working out, not somebody that's just completely sedentary. What they found was, compared to a group eating at maintenance calories, the group that was in a significant caloric deficit, which most of you guys are in, they lost more fat, which is amazing because obviously we're trying to lose fat. But they also lost more muscle mass because they were in a severe deficit. They also experienced adverse effects on muscle protein synthesis. So they could not build muscle, which is really important. Keeping your muscle, building muscle, very important for fat loss as well as maintaining a higher metabolism. It takes more calories to maintain, like to burn. Basically, you can eat more when you have more muscle, because muscle is a very expensive tissue. It takes a lot of calories to maintain it, versus fat doesn't take as many calories. That's why when your body's trying to be efficient, it stores stuff as fat. So they experienced an adverse effect on muscle protein synthesis, as well as a slight decrease in the resting metabolic rate, which is normal when you go into a deficit. Most people don't know this either. You will have a decrease in your metabolic rate. So if you're eating, let's say 1,500 calories, and you take your calories to 1,200 calories, or if you go crazy and you go all the way to 800 or something really, really low, your body eventually starts to realize you're not going to feed it, and it will slow down that metabolism to 1,200 or 800, wherever you are. The problem is that after you have been in that low deficit, most of us get to our goals, celebrate, and go way back up into our caloric intake, all the way up to maintenance. But you have to do the work to get your metabolism to burn again, because it has slowed down, depending on how long you're in a deficit. So there's a few different things also that I wanted to talk about, because it's really important to know that there's so many different things that go along with losing weight, losing body fat, losing muscle. It's really important that you guys understand you do not have to put yourself in a crazy, humongous, large quantity of caloric deficit. So if you're eating 2,000 calories, you do not have to go down to 1,200 calories. That is way too low. You really, as a rule of thumb, starting off at roughly like 500 caloric deficit, so 2,000 calories, you can diet at 1,500. while consuming plenty of protein. When you're in a deficit, guys, you want to consume more protein. The reason is so that you basically can maintain your muscle mass, have enough amino acids to maintain what you have. And also, as you're going to be working out, lifting weights while you're in a deficit, you also have enough amino acids to rebuild what you're breaking down, because we want to maintain that muscle. That's our metabolism. Engaging in progressive resistance training will probably allow you to maintain the most muscle if you keep your protein high and you only have a 500 caloric deficit. Now, the problem is most of us, when we start a diet, we don't actually take an intake of what we are currently doing. We actually will just jump on an app and we're like, what's our perfect macros? What's my perfect calories? That's not going to help you, because if you do not know what you're currently doing, your maintenance can change. People think your maintenance is based off your age, height, and weight. It is based off of what you're doing and your age, height, and weight. So mine might be 2,000 calories at my age, height, and weight, and a girl standing beside me at the same age, height, and weight, her maintenance might be 1,200 calories because she's been dieting for a really long time. So make sure that you take an intake to figure out where you are and only put yourself in about a 500 caloric deficit. Then also maintain high protein. Also lift weights while you're in a deficit. When you go a lot bigger and a lot longer, you're going to lose fat, but you're also going to lose muscle, which is going to make it harder to keep the fat off. So you do all this work, and then you're going to gain all the weight back. And you might lose more and lose it faster if you go into a bigger deficit. A lot of people want to go into 1,000 or 2,000 calorie deficit if they've been eating a lot, if they have that room. And it's really not going to be helpful. You just need about a 500 calorie deficit to maintain your muscle and to lose fat. So additionally, periods where you eat strictly at maintenance and still engage in progressive resistance training will also allow you to burn fat and build muscle simultaneously. Although, as we've previously discussed in a lot of the videos I've done, it's unlikely that you will be able to maximize your muscle gain or your fat loss by completely avoiding a calorie surplus or deficit. You can't stay at maintenance, and you have to go up or you have to go down. There is not one caloric intake or macronutrient intake that is perfect for you or me or anybody else. It will ebb and flow, just like everything in the world ebbs and flows. Your body will ebb and flow. This is why we teach foundations. This is why we actually want to educate you guys so that you can come in, be a part of our company, be a part of our community. We can teach you not only how to get the results currently, but we can teach you how food works. We can teach you how to make a permanent lifestyle change so that you have lifetime results. And you're able to change your own nutrition while the crazy stuff that's happening in the world comes at you, whether it's sickness, it's travel, it's holidays. There's always going to be something that's changing. Maybe you get an injury and you can't work out as much. You have to understand how food works in order to change and flow so you don't gain a ton of fat or lose a lot of muscle. And you also don't want to do anything very extreme, even though that's more fun, and it goes a lot faster. So as just a caveat, right now everybody is on the semaglutides, which I'm actually for them. I think they're amazing. I think they're really helping people change their diabetic numbers, their A1C. It's really making a difference for people to be able to lose weight. They don't have hunger. But the problem is a lot of people, the people I've talked to, I have lots of clients that are taking it. The difference is they're focused on their nutrition. They're maintaining a high protein intake. They're maintaining a caloric intake that is not so low that they're losing all their muscle and all their fat. They want to maintain that muscle and just lose the fat and not lose it super fast. The faster you lose it, it is awesome. It's super fun, but the swing in the opposite direction to gain it back is not going to be fun, and it's going to be so detrimental to your health that all the work you did to get healthier is going to it's going to get worse, and then you're going to have to go through it again. I even had a client the other day say that her doctor said, well, if you get off of it and then you gain the weight back, we'll just put you back on it. And to me, that is actually not serving you. It is serving you to empower you, to educate you, to let you understand that these things are tools, and you have the power to change your body composition, to make really great power choices, to become self-disciplined and love yourself enough to like become educated and show up for yourself, because you live in your body every day, all day long. I don't live in it and you don't live in mine. My choices dictate what I enjoy, what I have in my body, and your choices dictate yours. And obviously our genetics play a role as well in the environment and where we live, but truly it's our choices that make who we are and what we look like. So I want to encourage you guys, when you go into a deficit, remember, do not go into a crazy low deficit. Take an intake, figure out where you are now, not only in calories, but in protein, carbs, and fats. Then take away about 500 calories so that you can lose fat and maintain muscle, because it does not serve you to go into a serious deficit. It's actually going to harm you, because you're going to lose fat, you're going to lose muscle, then you're going to celebrate and you're going to have that before and after. But the problem is you're not going to have the after picture. That's where FLA comes in. That's why we're different. We can actually create a permanent lifestyle change. And what we want to do is teach you the foundation so that you have the ability to create that permanent lifestyle change so that you can have lifetime results. Hope this helps. Hope you guys learned something. Keep showing up, keep watching our videos. If you haven't checked out the live videos that we're doing every day, we're creating an FLA permanent lifestyle change habit program over there. So 1 habit a month. We're talking about just about every day. We're doing a live video and letting people know how they can develop that habit and developing like some sort of accountability. And over 12 months, you have 12 new habits, and that will create a better lifestyle change for you and make life easier. If you have questions, if you want to jump into our coaching program, we have some stuff going on for the summer, but I would love to talk to you. Just send me a DM, post up under this, let's chit chat. I look forward to talking to you.